Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. If you're a first-time viewer, thank you very much for stopping by. Go ahead and click that subscribe button. If you're a returning viewer, thank you very much for supporting the channel. So today, I wanted to talk about one area that has bothered me with the Pioneer and heat. So when the Pioneers first came out, they did have some heat issues, and Honda went ahead and did a comfort kit update. And what that was is they put more heat bolstering in the back of the seat. They put a rubber heat shield, and I think a couple other things. I'm not quite sure on exactly what they did, but I've never really had a heat issue. The main areas that I feel the heat when I'm driving is right back here where it comes up between the dump bed and the back seat. I stick my hand down there because that's where your air intake is. And the other one is the shifter. Even though they have that air dam up front that they put for the heat, I can feel warm air coming through. I wouldn't say it's hot. And anyone who says they can't feel it has probably jammed something in there, because it's definitely there. So on the Honda thread or forum that I'm on, I found a thread. I don't know how I missed it, and there was somebody who was making covers for it. So I went ahead and I ordered one. I will put a link to that thread in the description right down here. I'm not gonna put the gentleman's email address. Basically, you send him an email, you PayPal him money, and literally I sent him the money on Monday. I had the item on Wednesday. So this is what he sends you. He also sends you the nuts and bolts to replace the stock ones. And it's a piece of neoprene that's laser cut, and a piece of aluminum that's laser cut. And basically it's just to block the heat. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna install this with you guys today. Now, he did send some instructions right here. The instructions are really easy to follow, but I did change it up a little bit, and I'll show you that when I go ahead and do the install. So the first thing that I've already gone ahead and done is I went ahead and I glued the neoprene to the back of this cover. You don't have to. The gentleman's name is Larry. He recommends using little rubber cements. I used some gel super glue, and that's what I did. Next thing you gotta do is you got to take it into a propane tank just to kind of get the curvature, it says. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. It says a ratchet strap, and then we will go ahead and get this installed. This shouldn't be more than a 5 or 6 minute install. So let's get going. Okay, so I got the first strap lightly on here, and basically because Larry sends this flat, he can't fit it into the flat rate mill that he shipped it to you. So he just recommends folding it or bending it on a propane tank, just to kind of fit that curvature of the dash a little bit. So we're gonna go ahead and get it done. I got a couple ratchet straps. I'm gonna do this side over here, then I'll slide it up and do those. So per Larry's instructions, you have 2 bolts on the dash. You got one over here and one here that you can remove. We also need to remove these shifter handles. And for those of you not familiar on how to do this, it's really simple. Just grab a hold and pull. So let's get these out, and then let's go ahead and get the new one installed. To get these off, I angle them towards me and just pull. That's all it is. There you go. So these 2 bolts here are a 5mm. So those are your 2 bolts. These will not be reused, but I do recommend saving them in case everyone go back to stock. All right. So what Larry sends are these threaded studs that have a hex head up here. with, he sends 2 of them, one with 4 nuts and one with 3. And what you're supposed to do is he also sends you some washers. Just put the washer in there. Then you're gonna thread this stud in. Find the correct depth for this to pop out the top. And use these nuts to lock against each other. One of them is gonna be on the outside to hold it in. And I like that feature, except it just wasn't my style, to be honest. So I went down to the hardware store, and for about 50 or 60 cents, I got a hex head. I think this is an M6 by 1.5 inches, 1 3/4 inches. Then I got the appropriate spacer. These are actually some bushing, you can tell by there's a cut in there. And I'm taking Larry's washers, and I'm gonna stick them in there. So let me show you what this looks like. And that's what the final product will look like. So let me go ahead, get the washer on the bottom, my spacer, and get everything up in here. Let's get it tightened down. And you know, that propane tank, that was just about the right perfectness. So give me just 1 second. Okay. Look at that. So now we'll go ahead and put the shifter knobs back on. Four-wheel drive one. And let's see. We got park, reverse, neutral, high, low, turf, 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, and 4-wheel diff lock. So one thing that Larry does say is right here, you need to push down just a little bit to help out. And then I'll make sure these are double tight. Don't want to over tighten these. And that's it. So again, this is what Larry sends you. I don't know if you can see it. There's a hex head there. And this is what I put. Basically a button head, 1.5 inches or 1 3/4 inches with a washer to go on here. Now I have seen on that thread that I posted below, somebody's taken one of these and they powder coated it to the color of their Pioneer. I think it was powder coated yellow. And then they also took some glow-in-the-dark tape they got from Amazon, which isn't a bad idea, and they put it underneath the letters, and they took a picture of it so you can see it at night. I think this is a really good upgrade if you're looking for that last little bit of air dam for heat. This neoprene should stop most all the air coming through. They did it on the steering wheel. I don't know why Honda didn't do it over here. It's also a cool bling factor. I don't know if I will keep it silver. I am not a chrome person. We'll see. Maybe I'll paint it a matte black. Maybe I'll get it powder coated blue to match the Pioneer. Who knows? But it's a really good, nice upgrade. So let me know in the comments below what you think. Am I wasting my money on this or not? Obviously, I think it's worth the money, but only time will tell with the heat coming through there. Other than that, I don't think the Pioneer is a bad machine. I don't think there's a lot of heat issues, but maybe that's just because I'm from Arizona. I don't know. Let me know below what you think. Don't forget to give me a big thumbs up if you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe, and until next time.